How's it going, fellow indie game enthusiasts? I hope you're having a wonderful evening and you're ready for some sci-fi roguelike deck building adventure, because today we are checking out the demo version of Command Deck, a sci-fi roguelike deck builder where you explore the galaxy, face hostile aliens, and upgrade your starship. It will take adaptability and strategic thinking to survive and uncover the secrets your enemies want to keep hidden. Sounds extremely great. We have this really nice Star Trek original series vibe, both musics and in graphics. I have my Star Trek mug full of Coke, so without further ado, Command Deck demo version. Here we go. Welcome, fellow traveler. If you like indie games as much as I do, please don't forget clicking all the nice buttons on the screen, because it helps out the channel a lot. And if you are an indie dev who needs their game tested or covered, please send me an email to the email address on the screen. And now, back to the game. So we have three different difficulties here: easier, normal, and harder. Easier difficulty, recommended for players new to roguelike deck builders. Warpgates repair all damage, more player HP, less enemy HP, larger meta networks, reduce environmental hazards. And we are going to blast the easier, because in this video I'd like to show you how the game plays and I really don't want to struggle. Just for the sake of simplicity, let's just check out the other difficulties. Normal difficulty, recommended for players familiar with roguelike deck builders. Warpgates repair 75% of maximum HP. And harder, for players looking for a challenge. Warpgate repair only 50% of max HP, less player health, more enemy health, smaller metal rewards, and enemy decks are upgraded. Sounds really awesome. So easier it is. Hidden base online. Station systems are coming online, Captain. Everything here is out of date, but we can make it work. We will be able to provide support and gather intelligence from here while you work on finding a path to the anchor hold. Hopefully you can find out what is causing all the chaos in the region. Before you depart, you will need to choose your new executive officer for the mission. Okay, I am ready to choose my XO. Let's go select. So here is my short list of candidates to serve as your executive officer while I remain here to command the station. They are all fine officers. I don't think you would go wrong with any of them. Who do you choose? Not sure how to pronounce the name. Pax and Lauren. So let's see what they give us. Gives one action when every fifth attack is played in combat. Sounds great. Pax plus one action and plus one draw on turn 1. And Lauren provides a double actions ability on turn 3. Lauren it is. No questions asked. I have a question for you, Commander. Select. You've never been great about reading your briefings, have you, Captain? Tell me more about this space station. Let's review why we are here. What do you think is causing all this chaos? Tell me more about the station. It was a Class 3 remote diplomatic outpost when it was active over 90 years ago. The Coalition mothballed it and hid it in this nebula when we withdrew from the region. We've slowly been bringing it back online. It's not much, but it will serve as a home base while you investigate. Okay, I'm ready to depart. Oh, seemingly, we can ask only about one thing at a time. Interesting pacing. Okay. This is the map of the region, Captain. You will have to traverse 4 sectors to access the anchor hold. These are the options. So, Conglomerate controlled sector is the yellow. This one is a Anchorite controlled sector out of range. This one is a Durlak controlled sector, and these are the different types of sectors we know based on the colors. So this one is so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just go to the lower one, Conglomerate. And as you can see, if you go into like a section is divided into different types of subsections, so it's pretty cool. So like a spire-like in a spire-like. I like it a lot. Okay, so here we go. We just go around, like places. These are empty. This one is a card merchant. So currently we have 50 metal, and seemingly metal is the currency that we are using. So I'm just going to get to the card merchant. Let's just check out a glint. Beam Frigate Threatlow, a scout vessel armed with shield-penetrating lasers. Sounds like my jam. Look at this. Really awesome. As I mentioned, original series vibes from Star Trek and also Babylon 5. Looking really awesome. Awesome art. This is the EXO that we are having. We got the Peregrine as, oh nice. Hopefully this is a homage. So let's see. 30 HP, hull points, evasion 10%, the chance that a shot fired at this ship will miss, and we have actions remaining 2 out of 2. Music is pretty cool, like EVE Online homage mixed with some of Ghost. I mean, not the rock band, the synthwave guy. Augments, play a draw pile. Okay, we can check out the deck. What about the augments? So sheep specifications. Okay, so level 2 draw computer, 4 cards per turn, level 1 action computer, 2 actions per turn, level 1 engines, 10% evasion, level 1 auto shields, 1 shields at the start of combat, no auto equipment deployment, 30 out of 30, 50 metal, 12 cards, easier difficulty, and 0 augments. Really awesome. So we are getting applied 1 shield by default. So can we check out the enemy ship? The draw pile of the enemy. They only have like 7 cards in their deck. Evasion 0, 6 HP, action remaining, and we cannot check their like augmentation slash specifics. Okay. So what about the cards? Blaster 1, Fire 1 blast. Blast deals 1 damage. Pretty straightforward. Shield, raise 2 shields, blocks 1 shot, decays at turn start. So I guess decay is, you know, just vanishing, just like in other types of games. Stable shield, raise 2 stable shield, block 1 shot, does not decay, so we can, like, you know, bring it over to the next round. Awesome. And missile, launch from missile, deals 1 damage, ignores shield. So let's see if this guy has a shield or not. But how about just putting this shield to our ship? So now we are going to start with 3, if I'm counting correctly. Select card to hold. Oh boy, so we can hold a bunch of cards for the next level. Okay, so drawing 3 cards, holding 1. Cool. Okay, shields are holding, really nice. What about this time? So blaster 1, laser 1. What is laser? Fire 1 strength laser, 4 laser damage. Laser cannot miss. Each shield on target reduces damage by 1. Okay, so he did not have a shield, so I think we can take it down. So the thing is that I'm not sure how we can see our shield or the enemy's shield, so maybe we have to, you know, just check out different types of animations so we can assume that they have a shield or not, but maybe like an indicator, just a small number that this guy has X amount of shield would be awesome. Okay, so 54 metal from the wreckage, and also we can add 1 card to the deck. Disrupt blast, laser, double mini laser. Okay, what is this? Disruptor blast. Deals 1 damage. On whole strike, discards 1 enemy card. Awesome. So whole strike means if we can hit the hull points of the enemy ship, I guess. In this case, they will discard the card. Awesome. Laser, we already know this. And fire 2 strength, 3 lasers. Cannot miss. Each shield on target reduces damage by 1. I'd like to check out the disruptor, because it is looking really great and sounds really cool. Nimbus, drone tender, a frail downscale drone carrier that relies on its swarm for defense. Oh boy, that sounds really bad. Okay, so now it is spawning a bunch of drones. Look at this. Pretty cool, like, you know, small fishes. The only thing I don't understand is why is the ship is blurry. I think we do not have any options for, like, you know, graphical wise. It's just high. Okay, we are on high, so I'm not sure why this one is blurry. This is a demo, so, you know, don't mind me. I really like to point things out. That's my job, basically. Okay, so let's just go. Blast a missile. Okay, I was able to break the game once again. So unfortunately I was able to break the game. This happened like 2nd time, and every single time on the 2nd combat, so I'm pretty sure this is something that the devs should look into, but never mind. We just, you know, rebooted the campaign. Pretty similar places. Let's just start. So blaster 3. Free blast and deals 1 damage. Let's see how this works. Oh, really nice. Combat drone. Combat drones fire 1 blast for every attack card played. And blast deals 1 damage. Equipment card is held in equipment pile once played. Let's just put the drone to our really nice ship, and let's hold on to the other cards, because we are trying to use as much, like fire cards as possible. So the drone is blasting some extra damage, and missile, really good. Let's just hold the blaster, kinda scrapping the shield. Maybe not the best idea, but let's see what happens. And now we got the double action thanks to the EXO. So what is going to happen is we have 4 action points. So blast one, blast another, and for the third, this guy goes down because the really nice drone is just giving some extra damage on every single hit we land. Really great. So Disruptor Blast, I'm going to choose the previously chosen one. So let's see Glint. What is going to happen? We already know this guy, so this is a Bring Forget. So Disruptor, this guy is going to discard some of the cards, and Laser, and that's it. Okay, that was really, really fast. Maybe it was not a coincidence that we had to re-roll the campaign, because now we are having like better cards, better chances. We will see. 54 metal, really good. Shield 4, heavy blaster, and data-driven blast. Okay, really nice names, by the way. Fire-run blast for every 3 cards in your draw pile. I think we have a bunch of blasts. Blasts are basically Viper from Star Realms. So the thing is that this game is pretty similar to Star Realms, which I'm a huge fan of, but finally we have a campaign. Not that Star Realms does not have a campaign, but this is like a Spire-like, going from point to point, blasting those guys, upgrading stuff, and all the cool things. In Star Realms we can upgrade cards in this specific combat or scenario, but here it's going to carry over. You find a cache of equipment and parts. How would you like to use it? Repair 8 damage, we are at 4, and upgrade a random card. Awesome. So stable shield is from 2 to 3. Really cool. So seemingly we took down, okay, not everyone. We have 158 metal, so let's just check out the card merchant. The merchant regards you with suspicion, but he seems willing to accept your money. Okay, so everyone is after metal, assuming this is a metal game. Awesome. Okay, so missile, prepare to take fire, data-driven shields, multi-blast, and continuator. What is this? Heavy blast per level. Level +1 when played to a max of 3. If not played, level is reset. Place this card at the top of your draw pile. Sounds pretty blasty. Maybe not, who knows. Let's go, and Conglomerate Scout is waiting for us. Light Scout vessel, usually operating as part of a squadron. Okay, so seemingly there's a squadron here. So this guy has like 6 HP, so we deal a bunch. He is losing some cards, so let's just blast. Hold the shield, hold the missile, and I think we can take care of this guy extremely fast. Should have played the drone. Never mind. Ooh, we got 1 damage. Damn it. Okay, blast. And here we go. Should have used the extra skills, but, we were having it. Okay, so tactical blast. Raise 1 shield, fire 2 blasts. Data-driven shields. For every 3 cards in your draw pile, raise 1 shield. So if you played at the beginning of the game, we will be able to raise a bunch of shields. Tactical blast, 1 shield, 2 blast. Let's just go. This is a really nice offense plus defense at the same time, so pretty cool. Ooh, different track. Pretty blasty. Love it. Okay, so this guy seemingly has a shield, because look at this. This has a really nice, like circulating around it as a shield. So this one is going to ignore shield. But how about just trying to take down the shield and then go with the disruptor? So this guy is just discarding a bunch of cards. We are not discarding because we got shield. Pretty cool. No shields here, so missile. And let's just get some stable shield, because this guy has like 3 blaster. Let's just get the shield, draw new cards. Okay, took some damage, no problem. Let's go with the double actions, of course. Laser. Awesome. Blaster, fire, blaster. And we can take a shield as well. So hopefully we are just taking 0 damage. Then tactical blast. And then disruptor blast. Still has shield, but no shield this time. So drone and data-driven stuff. So fire 1 blast for every 3 cards in your draw pile. And we do not have it, so heavy blaster. That's it. Okay, drone is really great, cool addition. I really like, like passive type of stuff. 75 metal, overload, chain blast, and exhaust. Chain blast, fire one blast, gain one action, draw one card. Say no more. And this is a Warpgate, but this guy has a bunch of things to offer, but I just like to go to the next subsection, so let's just use the Warpgate. You prepare to pass through the Warpgate and return to home base. Once you leave, you will be unable to return this sector. Home base will repair 100% of your whole damage. So this is a sector, so another subsection. Welcome back, Captain. Repair crews will get to work immediately. Engineering are working with anything they can find to give a better chance out there. What upgrades should we install? Really nice. So we are having a bunch of card upgrades in the sectors, but if we complete the sector, thanks to the Warpgate, we can get like a really nice better upgrade or a bigger upgrade. Processor core, actions +1, oh boy. Cyclotron. Add 3 cycle cards to your deck. Cycle, gain 2 actions, draw 1 card. Wow, pretty blasty. Refound the action cost of deploying equipment. So there's like a, so it's like a backsies, interesting. And draw +1 card. Okay, so I'd like to go with 1 action because it's just a flat extra thing that we can use. Sounds really great. So previous sector, pirate controlled sector, Durlak controlled sector. So pretty similar colors. Maybe it would be nice to choose a different color because this one is purple, light purple, and this one is red. Extremely similar. So I thought this is a pirate and the pirate controlled one. Okay, so pirates are sounding really great, and this is a Durlak one. So if we go through this route, basically we can, just encounter a bunch of different types of factions, if you will. Okay, let's just go there. F3 Cobra, which is a modified one. Escort Freighter, Threat Medium, an attack fighter adapted for piracy. Okay, let's just go through. Let's see if we can run into guys with that. Oh boy. High. This is also medium. Oh boy, so let's just go there and blast the guy. Woohoo, look at this. For some reason, and don't ask me why, this game also gives me some Battletech vibes. I know these are not mechs, I know these ships are like classic science fiction, but for some reason, maybe the painting, I'm not sure, but I am feeling slight of Battletech vibe in the game, which is extremely great. I love Battletech. I don't know too much about it, but I love it. Let's just go and blast cool things. So, but missiles. So this guy does not have a shield, seemingly. So 3 damage. And the missile. And the disruptor blast. So 2 cards are down. And I'm just discarding the blaster fire. Oh boy. Okay, so he's doing nice amount of damage. So combat drone. Heavy blaster. And let's go with a stable shield, and I'm going to keep the shield just in case. So now we are going to have 6 of those actions because our base actions are free. Oh boy. Tactical blast. Blaster 1. And yeah, we don't even have to use the other ones. Okay, cool. Medium threat. I know this is an easier difficulty, but it just feels so great to take down these guys. Anti-drone missile. Fire 1 missile if the enemy has a drone. Target 1 at random. Okay, this sounds pretty specific, but I'm pretty sure the enemies will have drones sooner or later. Members of the Shipwrights Guild tend to be less talkative than their merchant brethren. So let's see, upgrade a card. 5% better evade or start combat with +1 shield. +1 shield? Oh, and we can buy multiple of those. Upgrade a card. So what about the anti-drone thing? Where is the anti-drone one? Maybe it was already upgraded. Tactical blast. I'd like to upgrade tactical blast. Really great. So this one is a high threat, a pirate cruiser. So I just go and take down the Cobra first. And then we go to the big guy. So this one, fire 1 heavy blast per level, level +1 when played to a maximum of 3. So we have to play it because otherwise it is being resetted. Take 1 damage per fire, then reduce fires by 1 at the end of the turn. Okay, so basically like a condition. Okay, you know what? Put those shields. Just put those shields there. We cannot go bad with shields. Okay, that was a good idea. So guy's having a shield now, and let's see what is happening. Extra stuff, fire, disruptor, blast, and hopefully that's it. Okay. Really nice. I love how they drift at the end of a combat. Just super awesome. So the thing is that the game is pretty minimalistic in a bunch of sense. So like the UI, the cards, the layout, the graphics, whatsoever, but it has like a really nice coherency. I love it. So it's just not trying to be something else. And this is a really cool thing. So if you have a game that is defined by a couple of things, and when you boot up the game and you can say, hey, this is XYZ game, you have half a success. So launch 2 fire missiles. Fire missiles, that's 1 fire, ignores shield. I love missiles, so let's just, blast those. Card merchant, this is an equipment cache. You found a cache of equipment and parts. How would you like to use it? Repair a damage or upgrade a random card. We only have like 2 damage, so I just like to upgrade a random card, and now we got fire missiles free. Command ship, Void Dragon. Love the names of these ships. Shipyard. Let's just buy the battery weight, because why not? And let's go to the pirate cruiser, and then we take down the other fella. Okay, so 17 HP, more than half of our HP, and now the guy has some really interesting stuff. Look at this skull icon, pretty cool. So blaster, overdriven blast, setting fire, deals 2 damage, 20 chance to start a fire, and we got the exhaust damage control. At the end of turn, deal 1 damage per fire, then reduce fires by 1. Whew, okay, really nice. So I like to have the combat drone with us immediately. Get the chain blast, because in this case we get another cool stuff. And then we not using this because this guy does not have a drone, so fire missiles. Woohoo! A bunch of fire stuff. And then a heavy blast. Maybe he's not going to have drones, so I just discard this. Super cool. So 8 because of the fire. Tactical blast. Disruptor. And let's take it out with a blasting fire. Awesome. Woohoo! This looks like when a helicopter goes down. Awesome stuff. EVA triage kits. Repair 1 point of hull damage at the end of combat. Awesome. 63 metal. You found an augment. You can also add a card to your deck. Okay, so missile, fire missiles, we already know data-driven shields. And what about Cryoflood? Apply 4 Cryofoam, exhaust this card. Cryofoam negates 1 fire, exhaust remove a card from the rest of the combat. Okay, awesome. So let's just go and engage the Void Dragon. Now we have the blasty music. It's kind of similar to the Payday music without the pumpy drums. Interesting. Okay, so this guy has 26 HP, pretty close to ours, and it's going to use a combat drone, so we hopefully have the drone taking down stuff. Okay, I'm not going to use the Cryofoam just now, so let's fire some missiles, apply those really nice fiery stuff, and let's just keep the foam. Oh yes, anti-drone missile. So let's just take down the drone. Woohoo! So no extra passive stuff for you, my friend. And then I just apply the Cryoflood, and this is going to prevent 1 fire from starting, because seemingly this guy has some fiery stuff. What is overclock? Gain 2 actions, oh boy. Okay, double actions. Combat drone again. Chain blast. Heavy blast. Disruptor. And let's just go with the shield, because hopefully this can take down a bunch of damage that we would take otherwise. Disruptor, missile. Woohoo! Awesome. Let's discard. I think we are going to take some damage now. No. Laser. Yes. So lasers cannot miss. Pretty blasty. Took down the Void Dragon. 100 metal from the wreckage, accumulator, shield overload, and we got the damage control plus. What is this? Stable shield, block 1 shot, does not decay, and raise stable shields. Okay. What about this one? Fire 1 blast per level. If retained, increase level by 1. Gain 1 action, but what is retain? I don't know. 2 fires, repair 3 hulls, and cool stuff. You know, let's just go. Maybe we need damage control at the end, because I'm pretty sure we're going to meet some tough enemies. You prepare to pass through the Warpgate and return to home base. Once you leave, you will be unable to return to this sector. Okay. Welcome back, Reaper Cruise. Okay. So we can use an upgrade once. So basic blaster and missile cards fire +1 shot. Basic temporary shield cards raise 1 shield. Okay. Interesting. So seemingly every single time we are getting different types of upgrade possibilities. Blasty. Durlak Control Sector. Let's see, what is this? Card Merchant. Oh no, sorry, I was looking on my own ship. That was a bad idea. Big Kicker. Wait, what? Oh boy, it has a bunch of HP. I'm pretty sure there's like a catch here. You know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall type of thing. But we will see. Tactical Blast. Missile, and let's just, you know, hold it. I'm not sure if this guy is putting up any drones or not. Combat Drone. Chain Blast. Heavy Blast. And I guess this one is also dealing damage. The only exception is if the enemy has a drone, it is going to target the drone, so cool. What is this? Gain 1 heat per card played. If heat exceeds maximum, enters shutdown. In shutdown, lose remaining actions, take no actions next turn, resets the heat to 50% after shutdown. Oh boy, so this guy is a big one, as I mentioned, but it has not too big of a capacity to do stuff. Awesome, so laser. This guy just got some HP back. Okay, that was kind of nasty. Let's go with shield. Cool. Heavy blaster stuff. We don't need to use exhaust. You know, stable, shield, cryofoam. Let's just use them. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, okay, okay. That was brutal. That was brutal. Ah, okay, so the amount of rings around the ship is the amount of the shield they have. It's like 1, 2. Oh boy, so I like the idea, but it is pretty niche. Kind of hard to figure out or just, you know, notice. And there was no tutorial about how you can check out the shield of a ship. So I like the idea, but maybe use some extra thing to show stuff, in my opinion. As for every 3 cards, you know, let's just use the shield, and I'm just not going to hold this one. Oh, should have hold that. Oh boy, damn it. Never mind. So, okay, heavy blast per level, anti-drone, shield. Okay, let's just go there, because this guy doesn't have a shield anymore. Blaster. I like to use some shields because I'm pretty sure, yeah, some damage will be imminent. So third one. Okay. Oh boy. So this one is kind of tricky in a way. Let's just use some damage control. Fire some missiles. But what about this guy is being, you know, overheated? Okay, haven't exceeded the stuff. Now he won't have a turn and losing all the stuff. Okay, cool. So let's see, no shields. So disruptor blast, less stuff, less cards again, and some really nice missile damage. Cool. Contributor, laser, chain blast, so we have an extra stuff. And we got like extra heavy blasting thing. Let's keep this. And if he can survive. Okay. Okay, that's going to be cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy, 5 shields. 3 blasts. Awesome. Thanks to the drone, we took down this guy, but that was kind of brutal. So like 79 HP. Oh boy, okay, 109 metal from the wreckage, and we can get like a card. Cycle, gain 2 actions, draw 1 card. Exhaust, choose a non-equipment card from your opponent's hand and move it to your hand. The card returns to your opponent's hand when discarded, can be retained. Exhaust this card. So retain is like having it, making it stay in your hand. Not sure. Maybe I saw it somewhere, but I just don't get it. So if there was a tutorial about it, let me know in the comments if I missed one. Emergency reserves. When hull remaining is at or below 25%, grant +1 action and +1 draw. Okay, sounds good. Shield attack. Fire 1 blast per shield. Half all shields. Double mini laser. Let's just go with that one. So this is a low risk. Warning, nebula detected. Sensors cannot determine if any enemy ship is present. Oh boy. These are nebulas. Woohoo, pretty cool. Friendly outpost. Can I have like maximum hull? Cool. Equipment, repair 8 damage. Yes, please. So this is high risk. Arriving at what appeared to be an unused giant beacon, your sensors reveal a secret cache of equipments and parts. Repair 4 damage. And upgrade a card. Really cool. So the combat drone will be upgraded because we need the passive stuff. Let's check out the nebula. Jumping. Durlak skiff. Take it down because this one is just presenting a small amount of badness. Let's hold to it. Pretty cool. Combat drone is there. Chain blast, blaster, and the missile. Okay, let's go with shield. Really like the animations, by the way. Pretty neat stuff. So everything together is really great. We have pretty cool atmosphere, really great music, awesome colors, and great core gameplay loop. Tactical blast plus. So card merchant. Okay, let's not use anymore. This is a metal stuff. Things get lost in the thick clouds of nebulas like these. You've happened upon some derelict equipment. There isn't much of value, but you can salvage some metal, which is 30. Real good. This one is a medium thing, an interceptor. So extra combat. Let's just go with the fire and go there. Let's keep the cycle. Gain 2 actions, draw 1 card. Gain 2 actions, draw 1 card. Fire blast for every 3 cards in your draw pile, which is, in this case, free. Double mini laser, disruptor blast. That was a combo. 63 metal, shield drone. Data-driven shields on overclock. Gain 2 actions and generates 1 shield at the end of your turn. We need the shield drone for sure. Nebula detected. Okay, now here is a Durlak skiff, but we already encountered this guy and we know this guy, you know, just poses like low threat, but we cannot see their cards and other stuff. You know, pretty nice idea. Cryo flood. Let's just take this out as soon as possible. So HP is pretty okay. We kinda got it back. Let's just use the damage control thing. So we get some hole repaired, and this is really good. Take them down. Okay, so sacrifice drones. Sacrifice all drones dealing 3 unblockable damage per drone. Okay, interesting idea. You find an abandoned outpost hidden amongst the asteroids. Most everything of value has been stripped, but you find a module that no one bothered to carry off. It seems that installing it on your ship will come with some downsides. Faulty memory module. Draw +1 card. Add 4 no OP glitch cards to your deck. Does nothing. No option. Oh boy, no thank you. Merchant of Shipwrights Guild. Okay. Start combat with +1 shield. Repair 10 damage. Yes, please. And +1 equipment auto deploy. Deploy a random drone or turret from your deck for free at combat start. Definitely need the turrety one. Durlak skiff, and we got some asteroid wave in 3 turns. Oh boy, that sounds really great. Oh, I think I haven't added this, or I had to add. Okay, never mind. Let's go with the blaster stuff. Let's discard all. Oh, okay, we cannot keep those. Not by even accident. It's really great. Okay, so we took them down, so we won't be able to see the asteroid wave. Disruptor missile. Disruptor missile, deal 1 damage, ignore shield on hull strike. Yes, okay, the same one, but in a missile. Okay, so Durlak Smasher is a high threat. let's take it down before we get out of this sector, or, you know, we encounter the boss. So 2 combat drones. Use a shield, then a blaster, so the combat drones will do a nice amount of damage, and hold on to shield. Wait, what was that? Wow, they do like a ramming type of thing? That's really nice. Okay, so double mini laser. In this case, if you are playing dirty, go with a missile, and then just put on a shield. Discard all. Okay. You can use as many shields as you like to, but won't help you. Awesome. Okay, so we took down the angry driver guy. 63 metal, augment. Gain free shields at the start of the third turn. Pre-scheduled deflectors. Pretty cool. Emergency maneuver, increase evasion by 50%. Oh boy, yes please. I think this is going to be, you know, needed. Oh, there is no boss. Okay. Disruptor overload. Fire free disruptor blasts. Yes please. I love the disruptor thing. You know, they just discard a bunch of cards if we hit them. Okay, so what is this? Gain an action the first time damage is taken in a turn. Draw a card the first 2 times damage is taken in a turn. Oh boy, sounds great. Increase actions per turn by 1 every 4 turns, and we found the action. You know, let's just get extra actions. Let's go to the Conglomerate Sector, and we are kinda close. Demo ending. Captain, we are receiving a strange broadcast. I don't know where it is coming from. This is the message. You have reached Sector 4 and completed the command deck demo. Well done. We have one last challenge for you. This is an impossible fight. Test your ship and see how much damage you can do. Oh boy. Demonstratio Terminus. Demonstration. I don't know. Look at this guy. Looks like Star Destroyer, but made out of Lego in parts. Okay, cool. So let's just, you know, blast all we have. We are going to go down, but, you know, I just really want to check out how this works. Accumulator. He has reactions, by the way. So cycle, disruptor. Let's blast it. Cryo flood. Discard everything. You have that 10 damage. Not bad. Disruptor overload. Let's go with that one. Oh boy. Should have clicked on it earlier. Use the blaster. Get back some damage. Okay, let's wait. Aha. Oh boy. Stock exhaust. Exhaust discard. Cool. Data driven. Heavy blast. Okay, that was a pretty bad turn. Never mind. Disruptor missile. Increase the evasion, because why not? Mini lasers. And chain blast will be hold on to. Okay. You know, let's apply some shields and stuff. You know, let's see how long we can blast the enemy. Oh no, can we? Oh boy, we have to hold on to this stock exhaust. Oh boy. Okay, let's just use it. Sacrifice drones. No, I don't want to do that. Let's get extra shields, get a blaster, and discard it. So we got almost 30 cards, by the way. Pretty cool. Tactical blast, and yeah, that's it. So there is no way to discard these annoying cards. You know, that would be great. I mean, like, you know, get rid of them for good. Sacrifice drones, no. Like, a bunch of stuff. Blaster +1, blaster +1. Less cards. You know, just sacrifice the drones, and this guy took 1 damage, I guess. Cool. Cool. Oh yeah, does nothing. Okay, let's just discard it. You know, if we can bring this guy under 200, I would say this was a job well done. But of course, we will see. Okay, 8 HP left, 6 HP left. Okay, so this guy, so in like 7 out of 3, so like extra stuff. We're taking a bunch of like really cool extra things because of the upgrade we got. Oh no, we won't be able to take it down under 200, but you know, we took down almost half of its HP. I think this is a great thing. You dealt 134 damage in the final challenge. Click the ship info and deck buttons to see the details of your build. If you haven't already, please wishlist Command Deck on Steam. Thanks for playing. Let's just really quickly summarize how Command Deck demo version plays, because this game, boy, it is really awesome. So you can imagine a classic science fiction type of roguelike deck builder with really cool, like classy types of ships, really great atmosphere, really cool music, and great ideas. This is a Spire-like game where we're going from event to event, but in this case these are divided into sectors, and sectors are having extra places to visit, and there we can, you know, like encounter different types of ships controlled by different types of factions. We can upgrade cards, get new cards, heal, trade, all the cool stuff. And this is only the demo version. I think the game already has a bunch of really nice content, and then, you know, just imagine that we're going to have like an early access or the full version. So I'm extremely hyped because I usually play a bunch of roguelike deck building games, but most of them are fantasy, cyberpunk, and modern/horror. But I was not able to find, of course, other than the OG Star Realms, which is not a roguelike one. So keep in mind, this one is pretty fresh in my opinion. If I missed any of those, you know, science fiction roguelike deck builders, let me know in the comments. I really like to check them out. But otherwise, thank you very much for the devs of Command Deck for sending me an email to check out their demo. It was a blast. I wish you all the best with the development of the game. And for today, I was the Alchemist, and I'm seeing you with many more awesome indie game gameplays extremely soon. Take care.